The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2019 has been revealed, and there are 7 inductees, including a mega pop icon, my girl, Miss Janet Jackson.
All right, here are some of the other nominees. We have the Zombies, Roxy Music, Janet Jackson, like we just mentioned, Stevie Nicks, Def Leppard, Radiohead, and The Cure. Now, before we break down one of our favorites, Miss Janet Jackson, we're going to kind of explain to you guys in a very simple way, hopefully, you know, how artists become inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They become eligible, first of all, for induction 25 years after the release of their first commercial recording. So ballots are sent to more than 1,000 historians, members of the music industry, and artists, including every other living Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. So
I can only say living because 25 years after is almost 30 years, right? So there are people who have passed on. So I think it's really cool.
Well, only the living can vote.
I know. Yes, I know. But just how they're like 25, even in music, a lot can happen in 25 years.
And the factors, you guys, to be inducted are obviously an artist's musical influence on other artists, the length and depth of their career and the body of their work, innovation and superiority in style and technique are also taken into consideration. So with that being said, you know, we keep talking about Janet Jackson, who we're honing in on today. You know, explain to everyone why she is just so deserving of this.
Well, you know, okay, so 1986, we saw Janet release Control, which was by far one of the most amazing pieces of R&B and pop music of the 80s. It went on to sell, it was 5 times platinum. 5 times platinum, debuted at #1 on both the Billboard 200 and the R&B chart, okay? And that was Janet's departure from that Jackson persona of her being the little sister of the Jackson clan, Joe. I mean, she worked with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and just created this sonically cohesive and just perfect piece of pop perfection, right? Fast forward to 1989, Rhythm Nation, a complete 180, social justice, child abuse, homelessness, racism. We saw Janet go from being in control to trying to give us a control over the message, right? Again, debuted on both charts in September of 1989, #1. Went on to sell 6 million albums. So, I mean, Janet, I could go on and on and on, but I would definitely want to get to 1993's album, the Janet album, where we saw Janet again, another 180 from being buttoned up, giving us all this choreography to being very sexy, celebrating a woman's femininity, celebrating a woman's sexuality. Because in that time in the 90s, you had someone like Madonna who was doing it, but you didn't have a woman of color doing that. So that album went on to sell 6 million and debuted at #1 on Billboard. So one of the things that the Hall of Fame says that the artist has to do is they have to preserve, develop, and have an impact on rock and roll music. And Janet has done just that. Let's take a look at some of her contributions, some of her many contributions to the world of music. I mean, there we have it. Another thing that Janet did that really shaped music videos, she was the first woman to have a long-form music video with Rhythm Nation, which she won a Grammy for in 1990. But if you think about choreography in videos, Scream, one of the most expensive videos of all time with her and her brother Michael in 1995 teamed up, won a VMA for choreography. A lot of stars took that Janet model of dance and videos, Britney, Christina, Ariana, Taylor Swift, Sierra, and have implemented that Beyonce into their repertoire. So there you have it. Janet definitely is a legend. Janet definitely is deserving of this induction. And here's hoping that we get many, many more years of great Janet Jackson music.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will take place in New York, the ceremony on March 29th of 2019.